Hello everybody and welcome back to SnackTube. So, today I'm feeling a bit adventurous, I'm feeling a bit naughty. I'm feeling like a bad boy. So for lunch, I'm going to be having one of these. A Pot Noodle Bombay Bad Boy. So, it's a king pot as well I went for. I'm quite hungry today, so we want the king-sized one. Now, I haven't had one of these in a very long time. I like pot noodles. I think my favourite one is probably the chicken and mushroom. I quite like the beef one as well. Beef and tomato, I believe it's called. But the Bombay Bad Boy, I haven't had one of these in, I don't know, 10 years or more. Because certainly haven't had one since I've been back in Scotland from Canada. And I was in Canada for 5 years, I've been here for about 4. So yeah, it's been a very long time since I've actually had a Bombay Bad Boy, so I can't really remember what they're like. I seem to remember them being quite spicy. But these days, given the rise of spicy foods, you get all this mad sauce, sriracha, and all these crazy hot sauces. Have you seen hot ones? You get shit like that. So I'm guessing by comparison, this is probably quite tame. Now, if we examine our King Pot Noodle, it turns bad boy in 4 minutes. I've already added the water and it's ready to go. Don't know if you can really see that there. Yeah, you can kind of see the noodles. But it looks like any pot noodle, a bit noodly, a bit mushy. There seems to be peas and sweet corn in there, and it's kind of brown, which is what you expect. Oh, and we've got a wee thing on our lid as well. There's no time to waste. Lift the lid of success. You can make it. Inspiring words from the makers of Pot Noodle. Does anybody remember the old Pot Noodle adverts? Because it used to be like they would be in the mines because they were made in Wales. And they would mine the pot noodles out of the mines. I don't know. That was the pot noodle advert, right? And then there was that other one. I believe was a pot noodle advert, or was it something else? It might have been an Iron Brew advert. The one with the kid and he's a boy and it turns out he wants to be a ring girl. I was either a pot noodle advert or an Iron Brew advert, but I can't remember. Anyway, we're waffling on. Let's get back to the main event here. So, Bombay Bad Boy Pot Noodle. Now, it's quite hefty. Obviously, there's quite a lot of water in there, so it's quite heavy. You've got, in each pot, 551 calories, which is quite a lot. I'll be honest, a pot noodle doesn't normally fill me up, so I tend to avoid them. Because when I'm counting my calories, yeah, 551 calories is a lot to eat in one thing that won't fill you up. But we're going to eat it anyway. 21 grams of fat, which is 30% of your daily allowance. Which, I mean, considering it's about 25% of your daily allowance of calories, that's actually not that bad. The saturates, though, 10 grams, 50% of your saturates for the day. So if you're eating this, you're going to have to try and, just eat veggies for the rest of the day. I'm not going to do that, but that's probably going to be a good idea. Sugars, 3.5 grams, that's only 4%, so that's not bad. Salt, 1.5 grams, 25%. So that sounds like a lot, but again, this is 27% of your daily allowance of calories, so that's actually not that bad when you put it into context, although it sounds a lot. So yeah, we've basically just followed the instructions on here. You peel back the lid around halfway, remove the sachet. The sachet's right here. Pour boiling water to fill line, recover pot with lid and leave for 2 minutes. Then you add the you add the sachet contents and then give it another 2 minutes. So I haven't actually added the sachet contents yet and I've already sat it for 4 minutes. I'm just going to add the sachet in now. The reason being that, one, I didn't read the instructions before I did this because I never do when I eat a pot noodle because it's adding water to noodles. It's hardly rocket science. But also, I find if you add this on at the last minute, that's usually when you're going to get the best flavour from the sauce. So this is the kind of sauce you get with your pot noodle Bombay Bad Boy. Bombay Bad Boy. So it's a packet of hot sauce. Add some hot sauce. So let's get this in there. Should be about red in colour, I would imagine. Yes, very, very neon neon sort of red colour there. The thing that annoys me about pot noodles though, and there's probably plenty of other people that have felt this. Now, that's the size of your sauce packet. If you were to buy a regular one and not a king pot one, it's still the same size. So this amount of sauce isn't proportionate to this amount of noodles. So in essence, you're not getting enough sauce to do it, which is annoying. You know, when you get a chicken and mushroom one, you get soy sauce. And quite frankly, I like a lot of soy sauce in my chicken and mushroom. But you just don't get that if you buy a king pot. But the king pots are better value for money, so got to take the good with the bad. I suppose I could just go and get some Frank's hot sauce and add it on if I really wanted it, but we're not going to do that. We're sticking to a pure review, you know, not adding anything superfluous to it. We want to taste it for what it is, which is hopefully going to be nice. Right, well, I think that's enough of the preview. You know what you're getting with a pot noodle, I assume. If you don't live in the UK, you probably don't get pot noodles, but it's basically like ramen, but shite ramen. Cheap ramen. The noodles are a bit thicker than you normally get in ramen, and it doesn't have any meat or anything like that in it. So, yeah, in fact, is it vegan? It's definitely vegetarian. Whether or not it's vegan, you would have to look through all the ingredients, but it says it may contain milk, egg, celery and mustard, so it probably isn't vegan, but veggie, still veggie. Alright, well, let's do it then. This is our King Pot Noodle Bombay bad boy. We're going in for the taste test. I maybe should have got some water in case this is too spicy for me. Okay, one more bite. I'll try and get a bit of all the veg on there. The corn, the peas, some on the fork there. Okay. Well, I have to say, I'm disappointed. Disappointed with the pot noodle company that they haven't done more to make this taste nice. It is spicy. I'll give them that. It is spicy. But is it really a bad boy? I don't know. Is it, more schoolboy, teacher's pet? Is it the Fonz, or is it more a Chachi? Nice 1970s TV show reference for you there. Yeah. I mean, it's spicy. I'll give them that. It is fairly spicy. But there's no flavour. No flavour at all. Very, very bland. And if there's one thing I always say about spicy food, I do not mind I do not mind a foodstuff being spicy. Nothing wrong with that. I like spicy food. But if you're compromising the flavour just to get spiciness, then it is not good food. It is not worthwhile. I can understand certain things where it's worth going for the challenge to see if you can eat the spiciest thing, like some restaurants will do, we make the spiciest vindaloo ever, or this is the spiciest hot sauce you'll ever have, it's got 1 bajillion kilojoules of heat, or whatever the measurement is. But I mean, if you're doing it purely for the novelty factor, then fine, whatever. But this is meant to be a meal. This is meant to be something that you would eat for your lunch or for an afternoon snack if you're so inclined. It just doesn't do it for me. No, it's it doesn't have any real flavour. Normally you would get, it should maybe taste tomatoey, or there should be some other spices in there that give it a bit of flavour. But no, it literally just tastes spicy, and then bland noodles. So there's all this corn and peas in there, and there's the brown sauce. But yeah, it doesn't taste of anything. It really doesn't taste of anything, and yeah, it's just incredibly, incredibly boring. I was expecting more from the Pot Noodle Bombay Bad Boy, I really was. I was hoping it would actually taste nice. In this day and age, when this first came out, a long time ago, people ate it. It was really spicy, and they were like, "Oh my god, that's really spicy. That's something. I want to keep having that because I like my spicy stuff." But in this day and age, with how, I don't know, multicultural the world is, given the fact that we can try millions of different types of hot sauce. You can go to a curry house and try 50 different curries, each with different levels of spiciness, but different levels of flavour. Yeah, in this day and age, the Pot Noodle Bombay Bad Boy is bottom of the barrel, I have to say. It's probably the worst pot noodle I've ever had. That's not saying much. So, anyway, you've heard my thoughts. What do you think of the Pot Noodle Bombay Bad Boy? Do you like them? Do you have them often? Or do you just prefer one with a little bit of actual flavour, like the chicken and mushroom or the beef and tomato? Even the curry one is nicer than that. It's a bit spicy, but it does taste like curry sauce, and that's basically what you're after. Bombay Bad Boy, I suppose Bombay Bad Boy isn't a flavour, and that's why it has no flavour. All it's describing is how spicy it is, which is disappointing. So there you go. That's my review of the King Pot Noodle Bombay Bad Boy. Once again, it was disappointing. If you like this video, please give it the old thumbs up. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. That's the main thing I would like you to do if you can, please. And hit the bell if you want notifications anytime one of my videos comes out. You can also follow me on Instagram. I post on there a fair amount. I also post on Facebook as well, so if you prefer Facebook, you can get me on there. All the links for that are down in the description below this video. And yeah, if you want to check out my other channel, you can do that as well. So thank you once again for tuning into SnackTube. I've been your host, Matty, and that's it. That's the Pot Noodle Bam. Tripping over my words today, and it's probably just because I'm so befuddled by how crap the pot noodle was. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.